Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 2 of our Las Vegas adventures. Yesterday, what up, Aamir?
What's up?
How's your day going?
That's all right.
Yesterday, we went to the Royalty Exotics car show, had an absolute blast.
His brakes are on fire.
Had some fun last night, and I have escaped Vegas. We have checked out of the hotel with only losing $40. So I count that as a huge win. Got a pretty cool lineup of cars here at the Valet at the Aria. Check this out, matte white SVJ. The SVJ looks so nice in matte white. Interesting, similar spec to the one we saw at the car show, but it's actually a different SVJ. This is the first privately owned one I've actually seen out on the road. The plan for the day was to go to a dry lake bed and top out Royalty Exotic Cars Urus, but unfortunately it's extraordinarily windy, so we thought it'd be too dangerous to do high-speed runs. It's also raining right now, weird weather in Vegas, but still, we are headed to Royalty Exotic Cars to check it out for the first time. I've never been, only seen it on the YouTube videos. Probably gonna pick up some supercars and see what the day has in store. I just realized, obviously that is not the first SVJ customer car I've seen because I've been in a white SVJ before. Oh my God. Cold startup. We got the white R8, Sean is getting ready. Let's head out. I love the climate controls. What are you doing? I love the climate controls on the R8 compared to the Huracan. They look so much nicer and more modern. G-Wagon color is awesome. I wonder how much it costs to advertise on a screen that big. That is unbelievable. What is that, like a luxury Taco Bell?
It is.
It is?
It actually is.
No way.
I've never been there, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. It's like Taco Bell, more expensive and a lot better quality.
What?
Yeah.
That's an oxymoron. This is the second trip in a week that I have been to the desert and it's rained. I just went to Arizona to test drive the new 720S Spider and 600 LT Spider. I haven't been able to post those videos yet because the driving impressions are under embargo for a couple more weeks. But the fact that it rained in Arizona and now it's raining in Las Vegas, kind of a bummer. Nice McLaren.
LT.
No, that was interesting. It was like a 650S with a 675 LT front bumper.
Yeah, that was weird.
The front bumper looked good. It just was not the right color. Look at that Humvee. Oh, he's off-roading.
Whoa, whoa.
I dig it. There we go. Royalty Exotic Cars. We got a Huracan and an i8 outside. Nice little Jeep action. All right, just pulled up to Royalty. Let's head inside. Damn, look at this merch setup they got going on. I'm jealous of that. Nice Lotus in the showroom, LP640. Check this out, we've got a car show interior protector so people don't just hop in with the doors up. I don't know what it is about people and supercars, but every time somebody sees a supercar like this with the doors up at a car show, there's always that one guy who hops in like it's his own car. Please don't do that, and then we won't need these screen protectors. I've actually never seen these before, it's kind of cool. That is what I want to rent. Look at that. These are sick.
Yeah, I want to ride it for sure. Drive it.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive it in the seat.
All right, you two got to get on it at the same time.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Well, Houston wouldn't trust Aamir with any of the normal cars, so this is his rental for the day.
So if you drive in the back, you push this, but you can go ahead and sit in it. And then, let's see.
This is ridiculous.
Yep, and then you can push on the gas. Be careful though, it's fast.
What is going on, dude? Finally made it out to your shop.
It's actually exciting, man. I'm so happy you guys came because, you know, we have a lot of personalities coming to Royalty.
Yeah.
But not all of them. And everybody around the channel, my channel especially, has asked for you guys to come here.
Dude, I'm excited to be
Now
here.
you're here.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show you something because this is a very odd car.
Okay.
I haven't really done much about this on my channel, so I thought maybe it'd be a good idea because, you know, you're actually a professional reviewer, right?
I guess so.
So I think it might be good if maybe you take some time. Not this, today's raining. It
sucks.
It's a terrible time to review cars. But
yeah, tell me a little bit about this Lotus.
This is the 2010 Lotus Exige.
Okay.
With a Volkswagen GTI swapped engine.
Wow.
With a dual clutch. So
Okay.
this is the only Lotus in the entire world that has a dual clutch transmission. Now, back into any Lotus Exige came with a manual transmission. This is the only one that's ever been converted. They've got some sequentials and some other race car ones.
Yeah.
This is a full streetable car. This car actually makes over 450 horsepower.
Wow.
Single turbo to the wheels.
What is that?
It's the manifold to my Hypercar.
How's that project coming along, dude? That's exciting.
It's actually really good. Right now we're in the phase of getting the motor built.
Is it here at the shop or?
Yeah, I can show it to you.
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah. This manifold right here is full billet aluminum. This manifold cost quite a bit of money. It's definitely a really nice piece, and I plan to anodize it gold.
Nice.
So you know, maybe we'll do like the name of the car right here, maybe down the middle, because this is designed to have like a middle plate. But you can see underneath it, I've got the second row of fuel injectors.
Yep.
So you'll have over 20 injectors on that car, and it's gonna be pretty damn fast.
Nice. So we were gonna take some supercars out, but they're actually pretty much entirely all rented out, and the weather is not that great. So maybe we'll do it another day. We got the Urus here. What are you trying to?
Can we bring it out?
Why would you not be able to drive that on the street?
No,
It's completely street legal.
No, can we bring it out right?
That is not street legal.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
Fully registered and street legal.
You guys are both on it. Oh my gosh.
You can disconnect it and you can steer as well.
So you had a bit of a Ferrari trouble
Ferrari
today?
meltdown day today.
What happened?
This car here, coil pack went down. It's had a lot of misfire issues.
Okay.
So, you know, we're not really sure. That one's gonna take some diagnosing time because it's had the same issue a couple of times. The Ferrari, we're walking
Yeah, let's
right
check
now.
out this 458, because this issue that he just told me about actually worries me, and apparently it's a lot more common than I thought.
Okay, so we'll look at the 480 brake caliper later. But if you look here, the brake caliper is one piece, right? You don't see an emergency brake caliper over here. If you look at a Huracan, just zoom in on the Huracan, you see there's two separate calipers.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, there's the parking brake.
On the Ferrari, it's not. And a lot of Ferraris have what's called an AVH failure. It's the automatic vehicle hold. That failure, you need to replace everything, all of it. Parking brake module,
Oh my gosh.
the little thing right here, the calipers, the cables, installation, all that stuff is over $15,000. It is
How
no
you said
joke.
this happens kind of often?
This is the third time it's happened in this car. Now this car, mind you, has over 90,000 miles on it. But, you know, realistically, this car hasn't had any major failures. We've had a power steering rack. That was likely due to some bumpy roads.
Yep.
Normal maintenance. A couple little interior buttons. The standard Ferraris, the buttons are kind of poor quality. The caliper is basically the major failure that this car has had. And it's pretty crazy because, I mean, for that money,
$15,000 for a parking brake failure.
So
It can't hold.
it won't
It
drive.
won't hold.
It actually won't let you, they go into limp mode.
Oh, really?
So, I don't know, you know, limp mode is something that's very unique. It goes into a mode to where it doesn't let you travel too fast,
Gotcha.
okay? The parking brake is actually part of the ABS system. So you get an electronic diff fault, an ABS fault, parking brake fault, and AVH fault. So there's a lot of fault and traction control faults that come up with small issues.
Wow.
Everything in a Ferrari is like basically looped together in this one big system. So, you know, you're just kind of, if you change the tire size right here, 295, let's say 35, 20, right? If you were to go 305, 30, 20, changing the width of the tire doesn't bother the car. Height of the tire will throw every one of those faults also.
Yep.
There's a system in here that monitors the thickness of the tire.
Yeah, you need
and
the
it
same
has to
rolling
be
diameter.
At the same exact rolling diameter. Wow, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, the good news is it does have 90,000 miles on it, and it is running, so.
I mean, and look at the car, it holds up well, you know?
This is
Looks
beautiful.
nice. I mean,
It's actually very similar. It's basically the non-Speciale version of my car. Beautiful yellow paint, spider.
you're gonna have wear and tear on the seat bolster because everybody, when you get in, you know, you hit, if you look right here, it's impossible to go in between this section right here, the way the bolster's designed.
Yeah, not bad though.
All carbon, really, really nice. Everything works, all the buttons are good, nothing's broken. These Ferraris do pretty good with some high mileage.
Is this the car my sister took out on her birthday?
Yeah, it is actually.
No way.
Yeah.
My sister actually visited Vegas. She has been to Royalty Exotics before
you.
I even have. And they hooked her up with this Ferrari for her birthday, which is pretty awesome. Can you tell me about the Vanderhalls? I've seen these everywhere and I don't know anything about them.
So Vanderhalls are very, very cool. I actually was at the forefront of the R&D department of Vanderhall back when they first started. I owned almost all of the first Vanderhalls. Like
really?
literally 1 through 20, I owned them all. So we rented Lagunas in the past. Lagunas are like a $70,000 version of this.
Gotcha.
Very, 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 very expensive car. Full carbon fiber, very nice, handmade. But they came out with what's called the Venice. This is the answer to the Polaris Slingshot because it is front wheel drive. Now,
interesting.
on a regular car,
Oh, but it only has one wheel in the back.
exactly, terrible idea, right? Regular car. But on an auto cycle, because it's only got one wheel in the back, front wheel drive makes it so stable and so much better to drive than a rear wheel drive auto cycle.
And I gotta say, this is a lot cooler looking and more unique than a Polaris Slingshot. It almost looks like something out of the 30s of vintage race car.
It looks like a very cool modern Morgan. Like
it does look like that,
a Morgan looks really crappy. Like I think Morgans look like very, very like ugly and old, and they're just not expensive looking at all. And they're very expensive. But when you get in here, you know, you have all the same features. Now I'm not really into the whole like little bit of red, a lot of black. I think it should be all red or all black. But other than that, I mean, this is $29,000.
Yeah, not bad.
Gets like 40 miles a gallon, has 220 horsepower. It's got a turbo on
220 horsepower, wow.
Yeah.
Is it automatic?
It is automatic. And listen to the wastegate on this thing.
That's actually awesome.
So like when you're just driving down the street, you know, you're just shifting, you know, and it's like, it sounds like you're going so fast, just blowing wastegate all over the place. It's awesome.
Is this Bugatti replacement?
It's possible. I almost have enough slingshots to get a Bugatti replacement. Let's check out
yeah,
this
what
car.
else we got? Oh, is this it?
This is part of the, this is it. It's disassembled right now, guys. So, you know, you can see some of the new A-arm work. We've got the billet A-arms.
So what, for people who don't know, what is this project? What's your plan? What did it start life as? It's a 4C that you're turning into a hypercar?
Okay, this is, let's just walk over here.
Okay.
We're gonna go on the side right here.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I bought a brand new Alfa Romeo 4C. And we took everything off of it, literally everything. Like every piece of wire is all stuck right here. We're just gonna, you know, we're gonna remove all the front stuff as well. Every inch of this car, with the exception of the chassis itself, just the center carbon tub. If you've ever been in the 4C, you know.
I have, I love this car.
Yeah, you know that it's all exposed carbon on the inside and everything. The interior, the dash panels, the seats, everything is coming out of this car to build a new car, because when I do replace the Bugatti, I want to replace the Bugatti with something that I designed, that I kind of wanted to build for myself, right? And so this is gonna be basically the birth of something that is my dream. So essentially,
That is so sick.
I love fast cars, and fast cars are awesome. So, you know, this is gonna have a really, really fast motor. It's gonna make
twin turbo Gallardo V10.
Yeah, this is, so you saw the intake manifold at the front.
Yep.
That's going up here, and basically these exhausts right here are gonna go into a different direction. I'm just gonna go like this, okay? Suspension over here is just been started to design. You gotta understand, when you're making and building a car, you make a lot of stuff, and then you change a lot of stuff, right?
Yep.
So we test everything. So currently right now, we tested having similar shocks as like a Huracan, where it would be, you know, bolted to the bottom A-arm and to the top of the frame. I am gonna make an iteration now where we test the shocks as if they were cantilever. You know, I don't actually know the word that is like triplex suspension from Koenigsegg.
Yeah,
Can you
like
help me?
inboard suspension? I don't know.
Inboard,
Yeah.
right? So I'm gonna test the shocks going up in here. Excuse my grammar with car.
That's all good.
Car knowledge, you know? Anyways, we're gonna test that. And then we're also gonna test basically a couple of different turbo options here.
Gotcha.
So right now we've got some 64 millimeter turbos. This is a good turbo, can make about 2,000 horsepower at this package here.
Wow.
We can go farther and different than that. The platform of the Lamborghini 5.0 or 5.2 is pretty strong. So, you know, we got a manual 6-speed in it right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. How difficult was that to swap out in a 4C?
Oh, very easy.
Really?
That was super simple.
I feel like that's one of the things that this car was missing, was not
Yeah.
having a manual.
Yeah, and you can actually see, it's actually I put the Gallardo box in it. So
Yeah,
you can
that's
physically
cool.
see that it's the Lamborghini Gallardo box.
Yep.
So, it's gonna be a cool car. You know, I'm gonna need probably another 6 to 8 months to really fine tune it. I released a preliminary design on my own channel, but I'm probably gonna change most of it. So, you know, at the end of the day, cars are cars, and it doesn't matter if you have a Alfa Romeo with a big boy engine or a brand new McLaren. It's all the same stuff. You gotta go to A to B, you know?
Yeah. What's the body kit called on this Jeep? This looks ridiculous.
This is something that we built here in-house.
Really?
Majority of the parts are Fab 4s and DV8. But basically, we started with the bone stock $30,000 Jeep, and we put it's called a Grumper design kit on it. There we go. I supercharged them.
Wow.
So pretty cool. It needed the power though, because you know once you take a 5,200 pound Jeep or whatever and add another 1,500 pounds to it,
Sure.
it's already slow. It got a lot slower. So supercharging it kind of made it feel good and normal, but it's all steel. You know, it's like basically bulletproof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with some 35-inch tires. And then we did standard Las Vegas life. We've got the full red interior. I've got K2 power full cal speakers. And let's see if you can see it. There's 2 15-inch subs back here.
Nice.
You know? So anybody wanting to look good and sound good, you know, that's the game. Here's the Rex Huracan from Mr. Edmund Mondi. Appreciate you.
Yo, wait, what happened to this?
I don't know. I just went off the road, man. You know? That's all I can see. But we got a new A-arm on there. We got it all fixed up. Side skirt got destroyed.
Damn.
So side skirt's gone. And you know what? Actually, I think it's over here.
But you raced this against the 720S and it was slower?
Well, you know, it's interesting because it was going slower. The 720 was actually a little bit faster, but I don't think that it was a good reiteration because unfortunately, like, you've got to test out where we're racing, what we're racing, and we just did like let's just at 70 miles an hour floor it and see what happens.
Yeah.
And the downshifts, I was in like 6th gear. You know, I don't know where the McLaren was.
Fair enough.
It wasn't really, we were just on the freeway cruising and we just hit
yeah.
it, you know? So we were actually heading to do a real race at a racetrack.
Yeah.
And so that's when this happened. And unfortunately we didn't get to do that. So probably by the middle of next week, we'll have all this together. But here's what's left of the side skirt right here, just in 100 pieces.
Damn.
You know, just half of the car's all tore apart. And the front bumper got a little bit of damage too. But once it gets back on, we're gonna get back out there and go for it.
You have another twin turbo car also?
This is one of my personal cars.
Oh, no way.
Because I'm testing different power plants on my Hypercar. So I bought a twin turbo Gallardo. Well, actually, I bought a Gallardo and then a twin turbo engine, and we put it all together. Originally, this was going to be Jesse's car, but he ended up wanting the R8 instead, and I totally wanted him to get the R8 because way better. This is a very expensive project. So yeah, we're testing different levels of power on the engine itself in different ways. So this is a rear-wheel drive Gallardo, 6-speed as well.
Wow.
And that currently makes it'll make about 1,200 once we get on the dyno this week. So it's looking pretty sick.
Damn.
Yeah, I actually did a little cool stuff. I got a carbon tasket wheel, you know. So I got a little.
Well, that does
upgrade
look
in there.
nice.
So it's pretty nice.
Gated manual, love it. Rear wheel drive, 1,200 horsepower.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous,
I actually
dude.
have an 8W. Look, check this out. I swear I'm the only Gallardo in the whole world with an 8W7 subwoofer. Okay, supported 8W7. You imagine that in a Gallardo? Do you know how? I swear it's gonna break the windshield. Okay, it's gonna be so much bass, it's gonna break the windshield. So this is my little parts table.
Yeah.
You can see. But yeah, that's royalty life right now.
This is one of my favorite motorcycles. 959 Panigale, I love that paint job. All right, well, I'm hopping in this Hypercar here.
I thought that was my
Go in the back.
Go in the back?
Yeah, it's way more comfortable.
Oh, that is way more comfortable. Nice.
It's still my rental.
Sorry. You can take the Aventador Roadster. This is actually kind of awesome. It's a good way of getting around.
And it's actually like really low on battery, so we're only able to go like 11 miles an hour right now, but it normally goes 20.
How are you liking the Urus?
I love that car. If
like
you don't have a Urus, you're not very smart. That's my new opinion. Your E63 is up, right?
What'd you say?
Your E63 is up, right?
Up, what do you mean?
Like the lease. Isn't it
No,
coming up?
not, well, yeah, in like 9 months.
You should order a Urus right now and lease a Urus for when that replacement.
That would be a fun
daily driver.
This is the most interesting vlog angle I've ever done in my life. I like this. With the strip in the background.
And we're back.
Dude, well, thanks for giving me a tour of your showroom. Freaking cool, man.
Well, I mean, come on a better day.
Yep.
We'll have a lot more fun.
I agree. Well, we're absolutely going to have to come back to Royalty Exotics when it is a nicer day out. It's absolutely pouring rain now, and drive some awesome cars into the desert. We wanted to go check out the Hoover Dam as well as the Grand Canyon, but weren't able to do so. We are headed back in the 2R8s. They're gonna do a little bit more gambling, and then we are headed back to Los Angeles.